I don't have my nightlight on. I just
We could go in Cara's office.
Team A12 or G, but not lots.
Okay, everyone, this is Shanice B, and I'm about to have a brief interview with a young lady that I met online who has been very helpful in me preparing to move out here to Albuquerque. So I'm going to turn you all around, and you'll be able to meet Sera. Hi, Sera. Sera has orchestrated this meet and greet that I'm at tonight, and it's mostly through the group that we have online, because it's called fetlife.com. So right now I'm going to let Sera talk a little bit more about herself, the meet and greet, and what all this is going to organize into.
Fetlife.com is a site for anyone who's interested in anything kinky, and the group I started there is New Mexico Fetlifers. And tonight, everybody who's on the online group who wanted to come, as well as some people in the community, because we did some advertising for the community, have convened to meet, greet, schmooze, talk, eat. People brought tons of awesome food and lots of information. And what I'm looking for this group to do is to provide a safe and fun haven for anybody who is outside of the vanilla heteronormative paradigm. Meaning that this group is open to people into S&M, into kinky things you've never heard of, into polyamory, or who maybe just feel a little hetero-flexible and want to find out what that's about.
Yeah, and see, I was just about to ask you, you might want to define vanilla, because some of the people say this might like, vanilla's a flavor. I don't know what vanilla is. How did you get into the life?
I always was different, sexually, kinky. I always knew I was different. I'm primarily a spanking fetishist who dabbles in S&M. And I can remember having fantasies when I was 3 years old. Well, fantasies is a strong word. I can remember having inklings. And it's always been with me, this spanking fetish. When I was 23, I got a computer. And I typed in spanking in some archaic search engine, realized I wasn't alone. For about 2 years, I fought myself. I said, I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm going to get rid of it. And then when I was 25, through some funny connections, I met Kelly Payne, who runs a spanking video company and the website Tantrum Trainers. She was 3 hours away from me. I went up. I started making spanking videos, doing in-person sessions, and eventually I branched out. I make videos for a few different companies. I was a phone sex counselor specializing in fetish for people exchanging power, and I've done a couple other things I can't remember.
Now, for those of you who are going to go to FetLife, she has a very beautiful photo album there. That was like one of the first things that caught me, but her photos are very, very beautiful, very, very expressive. So definitely for those of you who are going to try and explore some different things, definitely stop by her profile on FetLife. You'll be able to find it through my friends list on FetLife as well. So you're not originally from Albuquerque.
No, I'm from Baltimore.
Okay, so how was the transition from Baltimore to Albuquerque as far as being in the life? What was that like for you?
It wasn't that hard because I found PEP, People Exchanging Power, the phone service I worked for. And PEP grew out of a series of S&M support groups. So there's PEP the business, there's PEP the support group, and the business is influenced by that support group mentality. So I found immediately a kinky family. And that was critical to me because I had one back east. At the same time, back east there's lots of things to do, and when you live in Baltimore, you can go to Philly, DC, New York, and you can run the whole gamut of activities. Out here, to drive 2 hours to Taos, it's a different trek. But I think tonight has shown that there's a huge community out here that was looking for a new place to go.
Yes, I definitely can relate to, having that transfer of family, because it's been with my experience in meeting people through the New Mexico FetLifers where I've been able to, make a lot of connections, getting to know more about Albuquerque, getting a little bit more insight on different parts of Albuquerque. And, that was one of the reasons when I got here, I definitely wanted to have an interview, a sit down with you, because you had so much going on. Sera also has a Twitter that you could also follow. She's also on, I have her on my Twitter, so you can always go to mine and find hers. She has a site, Sera Miles, right?
Sera Miles.
Sera Miles, my fault. So it's seramiles.com, so definitely check that out. As far as the future of where you see this group, what is one of the things you definitely want to see happen?
I want this group to function as a social group, meaning that we'll all convene once a month and get to see each other, but that people with different needs can convene to fulfill them. And different needs don't necessarily mean kinky needs. For me, as a new mom, it means finding other new moms who are kinky so that we can take our kids to the park and we can talk about whatever we want. If somebody's in a master-slave relationship, mistress-slave relationship, she can talk about that freely. And we can talk about what new toy we got. At the same time as we talk about the food we had to clean up off the floor because our baby spilled it.
Okay. And for me, what the group has already provided for me is just that, as I was saying before, having that relationship with people. Although I haven't gotten here, it makes the transplant from Philly to Albuquerque that much easier. So that's something that I've gotten from the group, and I'm sure the other people that are here, because I know you all can hear them in the background. There were more people here, but they're kind of like making their little groups. But there was a lot of people here tonight, and I think we all really got a chance to get connected and have a different experience. Some people have gone to other events in the area and they weren't really all that comfortable. This one was a lot more comfortable, a lot more relaxed. You didn't feel any particular pressure, like you were just really just amongst friends.
Yeah.
So I greatly appreciate you going through all the work that you did to even put it together. So I am now going to let her do what she needs to do because I've taken up a whole lot of her time. And I'm going to get ready to go, but I just want to thank all of you who always come by the magazine, always show me love. So this is me showing you all love. I don't want you all to think because I'm moving to Albuquerque, the Core magazine is going to go away. It's still going to be there. It's just going to grow and grow and add more things. So with all that said, see you all later.